Hello everyone and welcome to the Resin Etiquette YouTube channel. Today we are working on what I think might be one of my favorite molds. We're using the Jade Diction resin, epoxy resin, and we're making some shakers. These are some glitter shakers. I'm making keychain versions, but there's also like pocket fidget kind of versions that are just meant to, like sit on your desks, keep in your bag, just something you can fidget and play with. But I thought a keychain version would be more fun because you can put it anywhere or you can use it as like a fidgety kind of thing. I'd already pre-poured with some leftover resin a couple of black edges, those two in the back, the cat and the crescent moon shape, and these are all of the products I'm using with the rest of them. So I got some of the Rolio mica pigments, the baby pink, baby blue, red, black and green, as well as some glitters to go with them. So I added a pink glitter with some little tiny green duochrome flakes inside, some teal glitter, some green glitter, and some red glitter. I usually like to supplement whatever pigment I'm using with a little bit of glitter just for that added dimension, but especially for shakers because they're meant to be sparkly. So, why not have sparkle in my metallic? I'd forgotten about this one, but I also got some brown. I think I used brown from the Let's Resin alcohol inks and mixed that into this last one. And I don't know where I got that square thing of glitter. It was like in a greeting card or something. Or no, it was inlaid on something. And you were meant to be able to like shake it. I think it was like a binder or something like that. But I just cut the top off of it and thought I'd use the glitter because it was the perfect shades for a teddy bear. It's silver and brown gold hexagon shape, so it was kind of perfect. And I also added some black alcohol ink to the black mica just to enrich the depth of the black. I feel like I do that every time I use black. I always end up mixing alcohol ink, mica, and glitter. But the black is perfect. It's got so much dimension to it. Now I'm just going to mix everything up. Forgot about this one too. I'm mixing some more of the phosphorus acrylic paint, but this time I'm using a tiny little bit. I think I started doing 1/5 one of the phosphorus paint and then a fifth with resin, or 5 resin. You get the point. But I'm doing the glow in the dark clear so that the outline of the star will glow, but I'm also going to use some stars and moon and heart shapes, that little pieces that glow in the dark for the shaker part of it. So the star is going to be like extra glowy, and then I'm going to use the flakes, the star glitter and heart glow in the dark flakes inside the moon as well. But I'm not going to make the whole outside of the moon glow in the dark. So I'm going to add some black in first, then some clear just to make it look kind of more moon-like, kind of to resemble sort of craters in the moon. But I wanted to make sure that the glow still happened, and I wanted it to glow through the black. Hence why I'm adding the black on the moon instead of just keeping that clear like the star. Now with this mold, we've kind of had a debate back and forth as to what exactly it is. I've thought that it could be a sucker, like a lollipop. I've also thought it could be like a planet, or even those, you know, the candies that are like powder candies instead of like, you know, you think of Jolly Rancher and it's like clear, syrupy, but you think of like candy necklaces and it's like that powdery candy. To me, it looks kind of like those powder candy suckers, but I would think the bar across it should be in the middle if it was a sucker. So, I don't know. If you know what it is, please let me know. I think I could pull it off as a planet if I just used like space colors, but with the pink and the blue in it, it was very lollipoppy to me. But if you know what that mold actually is supposed to be, please let me know. And since I'm obviously the king of mixing up way too much resin than what I need, I have a lot left over. So I used the pink and the blue to make this really cute phone stand. I actually really liked it in the end. I had a little bit of the phosphorus clear left over, so I just sort of splattered that in amongst the pink and the blue, and it ended up looking so cool. And it glows in the dark. I tend to go a little heavy-handed with the glow-in-the-dark stuff. Just any of that special effects stuff, I love it. It is so fun to play with, and just to see the end result of anything special effect, like Chameleon Flakes, thermochromatic pigments, or holographic pigments, anything that has some kind of special effect, I love it. It's so fun to use. I think I do too much, but it's so fun to use. And since I still had about 12 million ounces of the other colors mixed up, guess what? We're making a brush cup. Actually, we're making, I think, 2 brush cups. Luckily, the colors I had left over were very bright and springy type colors, so they work really well together. I'd say the only thing that it's not even that I don't like it, because I still like it, it's just not what I would have picked if I would have been making it with a clear vision beforehand instead of using leftover resin. The bottoms of the coasters. I usually don't have enough to fill the very bottom, so I have to wait until I do my next project to fill the bottom, and typically I don't use the same colors back to back, so the bottom ends up being different than the rest of it. But for that whole patchwork quilted effect, I really like it. Now we get to demold, but this is demolding part 1 because this is about a 3-part process. So we just got to take the backing out. This is kind of where you get to see how the colors all came together and what the back of the shaker part is going to look like. And I feel like this is important so you can sort of plan what glitters you're going to use inside, unless you're smart and you plan beforehand, you know, like a normal person. But that's not me. So I'm just demolding all of them, checking out what the pattern ended up looking like so I can decide what glitters I'm going to use. And you guys, I think these are just about my favorite brush cups that have ever ended up being made with leftover resin. The way these pigments just, like, they bounce off of each other in the light, it looks so beautiful and it's so fun. Especially with that metallic mica and one of the Chameleon Flakes and the alcohol ink and the glitter all coming together in one finished product. Oh, that is so cool. That blue, but that pink, but the yellow. It's amazing. And I'm so sorry, I don't know what happened to the rest of the footage while I was making these, but the only other thing I had to do was add the glitter inside and put the clear sheets on top and then do a dome layer. But I wanted to show you the end result because they all ended up looking so good. So you gotta see the shakers in action at least, even if you can't see the whole making it process. The next time I do a set of shakers, I will make 100% sure that I am recording content while I'm doing it, because I really wanted to capture this whole process, but I guess apparently I got sidetracked and did not. I will say though, it did take me a really long time to get the hang of putting the plastic sheets on the front of it and sealing it with UV resin and filling it. I'm hoping that eventually I can get to the point where whenever I do fill it with baby oil, I can avoid any leftover bubbles. Although, in a couple of them, having the bubbles in it sort of helps break up some of the glitter if it gets stuck on the sides. So, I don't know. Maybe the bubble is worth it, maybe it's not. I think the teddy bear is my favorite with the glitter because it's so heavy. No, okay, maybe the cat's my favorite. No, the star. No, okay, I don't know which one's my favorite. The glow-in-the-dark ones are really cool. But the teddy bear, it has a bunch of beads in it, so they're heavier, and it makes the falling of the glitter much more fun. These are just so cool. And they glow in the dark. I love it. Those would be amazing under a black light too. Anyway, this is the finished product of all of them. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought. And if you'd like any requests to see something specific, let me know. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button. I'll see you in the next video. Bye!